Have you heard about the global Sumud Flotilla? It's a massive humanitarian movement that's been making headlines, but what's actually going on? Let's break it down. Sumud is an Arabic word for steadfastness or perseverance, and that's exactly what this movement is about. Launched in mid-2025, the Global Sumud Flotilla, or GSF, is a coalition of civil society groups from all over the world. Their mission? To challenge the naval blockade on the Gaza Strip, deliver humanitarian aid by sea, and create what they call a people-led humanitarian corridor. This isn't just a couple of boats. We're talking about a flotilla of over 40 vessels, carrying around 500 activists from more than 40 different countries. In late August and early September 2025, these ships set sail from ports across the Mediterranean, places like Barcelona, Genoa, and Tunis. On board, they carried symbolic but vital humanitarian supplies like food, medicine, and baby formula, all destined for Gaza. But the journey has been anything but smooth. From the very beginning, the flotilla faced serious challenges. Some boats had to turn back almost immediately due to severe weather, with winds reaching over 50 kilometers per hour. Others were plagued by mechanical failures. Things got more intense as they sailed on. Several boats reported being followed by drones in international waters. Then, on September 8th, one of the main vessels, the Familia Madeira, was allegedly struck by a drone while docked in Tunisia, causing a fire. Thankfully, no one was injured, but it highlights the serious risks involved. Participants have also reported their communications being jammed, making it difficult to live stream or even send out distress signals. They've described it as a form of psychological warfare, with allegations of sound bombs and flares being used to intimidate them. As the flotilla got closer to its destination, the Israeli Navy began intercepting vessels. According to reports, some ships were boarded and activists were detained. Israel states that the flotilla is violating a lawful naval blockade necessary for its security. On the other hand, the flotilla organizers, along with many international bodies, argue that the blockade itself is a form of collective punishment and illegal under international law. They maintain their mission is purely humanitarian and non-violent. This has sparked a wave of international reactions. Countries like Pakistan have condemned the interceptions, and protests have erupted globally. The situation has drawn massive media attention, putting a spotlight on the legal and ethical questions at the heart of this confrontation. Key issues include the legality of the blockade, the rights of ships in international waters, and the freedom of navigation. Activists from Malaysia have been a significant part of this flotilla. Sadly, some of their boats have been damaged or lost contact, and some participants have been detained. Their involvement underscores the global nature of this movement. So where do things stand now, in early October 2025? Many vessels have been intercepted, and activists have been detained and in some cases deported. The flotilla is in its final, most high-risk phase as it approaches the waters off Gaza. In a dramatic turn, one ship, the Meccano, reportedly managed to break through and reach Gazan territorial waters before all contact was lost. The fate of its crew remains unknown. The GSF raises a critical question. Is this about symbolism or material aid? Critics point out that the amount of aid is relatively small. However, organizers argue that raising awareness and applying political pressure is just as important as the physical supplies, especially when getting aid into Gaza through official channels is incredibly difficult. This is a story of determination, risk, and a passionate belief in a humanitarian cause. What happens next could set a precedent for future civilian-led aid efforts. Thanks for watching. What are your thoughts on this complex situation? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this video informative, please give it a like and subscribe for more deep dives into global events.